Hey folks, and welcome back to the Best of Pattaya, where I try to sum up and show you guys the places that I get the most requests for information about. Last time we did food in part 1, I'll link that now in case you missed it. In this episode, part 2, we'll talk about services and then later lodging. So let's get into it. That wraps it up for food. Let's move on to services. Some of these are going to be motorbike services, so we'll start with those kind of all in order. The first, to buy a motorbike. If you want to buy a motorbike, the place I recommend is Mitian, the Mitian headquarters on the corner of 3rd Road and Pattaya. The reason I recommend this is twofold. One, they have all of them. They have Honda, Yamaha, Kawasaki. They've got even some of the Thai brands like GPX, etc. So you can look at everything under one roof. One of the other reasons I recommend it is if you decide on a model there and they don't have the color you want, they can get it. They have all the smaller shops around town. They'll just bring it from there, and it's one-stop shopping for you right in the middle of town. They'll register the bike for you. They'll give you a helmet, all that stuff. Plus, while you're there, on the alley right behind, they have a used bike shop with generally, I don't know, somewhere between 20 and 50 used bikes for sale. So maybe the new ones, maybe you're more interested in a used one, you can shop that right there while you're there. It's not under the same roof, but it's literally about 5 steps away. So there you go. You can shop new, shop used, see all the new models in there, and they have a very helpful staff that speak English. And here again, right in the middle of town. Now, once you buy your motorbike, you may have to register it. Now, if you buy it from Mitian, they will register, but maybe you buy it from your neighbor or from somebody on Facebook. If you need to register it, this is where I go to get my registrations done, registration renewals, insurance updates, all of that. So it's right off Pattaya down a little driveway. There's an Amazon coffee there. You turn down there, and there's hardly ever anybody there. We went there just the other day, and we were in and out in about 10 minutes for a renewal. That's the inspection of the bike and everything. So I've always had a good experience there. If you're going to transfer a name, if you're going to change your green book because you've changed the color of your bike or whatever it is, or car, could be car as well, this is the one that I go to because it's convenient, it's in town, but it's a little bit hidden and not everybody knows about it. Once you got your registration, you might want insurance. And I'm not talking about the third-party insurance that comes with your registration. I'm talking about first-party to protect you, to protect your vehicle. Case of an accident, fire, theft, etc. I use an insurance broker. This is another big one I get questions on. Insurance broker. So I'll show you the one I use. It's right up by the Big C, the main Big C, Pattaya and Sukhumvit. There's a little alley that runs right next to that, and that's where this insurance broker is. And there might be a couple other ones there, but I use AA Insurance, and the reason I like them is because originally they gave me about 10 or 12 different companies and all their rates and everything that I could pick from, the amounts of coverage, and it's like a menu, and I say, I'll choose this one. And I like that. And then every year they'll send me an email saying, hey, your policy's coming up for renewal, send a bank payment to this account, and they renew it, they send me the documents, no fuss, no muss, good service there. For that reason, that's why I like to go with them for insurance. Now, once you got your insurance, you got your registration, you got your insurance, what happens if you need a repair or a wash? Well, right in Central Pattaya, there's a lot of motorcycle repair places, and I've never really seen a bad one. There's a big roadside one on 3rd Road, that's good. But right in town, right off Soy Buakhao 15, behind the Avenue Mall, is a place that helped me out a lot. When I used to live at Grand Avenue, they were just basically right next door to me. And they do washing and they do repairs. So if you have a flat tire, if you need a battery, it won't start, something like that, go in there, they'll fix you right up, and you can get your bike washed while you're there. So, and here again, right behind the Avenue Mall, easy to find, and maybe you can go in the Avenue Mall and get something to eat or shop around while they're working on your bike. If you're wanting something, maybe aftermarket parts or some customization, or maybe you're wanting a good helmet or a riding jacket, well then it's off to my friend Rudy at Musashi Mai Tai Motorbikes, right across from the hospital in Pattaya, the big city hospital on Soy Buakhao. Very easy to find. It's red buildings and there's a little alley. He's got the buildings on both sides of that alley right across from the hospital. Whether you need a top box, storage box for your bike, you want one of those installed, new tires, whatever. And here again, one of the big ones I get asked about, helmets and jackets. Well, he's got them. So go see Rudy. and he will hook you up, and he's got almost every imaginable accessory that you could want as well, all the little bells and whistles, even helmet communicators, things like that. There are many scooter rentals in town. I would just say pick one. But if you want a big bike, something special, go see Mr. Dean on Beach Road. I've recommended him for years. I know many people that have followed through and went, and they gave glowing reviews. He doesn't try to rip you off on damages or stuff, but always video, if you can, on your phone, the condition of the bike before you rent it. But if you don't see what it is that you want, ask him, because he has other bikes that he only has a limited space. But he's right on Beach Road by the 7-Eleven in the back of Central Festival, and a nice guy to deal with, and he'll hook you up. So motorbike rentals for big bikes, that's the one I recommend. That's the location. So maybe you're not a motorbike person at all. Let's talk about some other services here, services that you could all need. One, even just 5 minutes before I started recording this, I got a message online from somebody. I get so many requests for this, so here's the taxi service that I use. It's Angie, always on time. If it's either her or one of her other drivers, they will pick you up at the airport, take you to the airport, Bangkok. I knew one guy who used Angie to take him all the way up country. She'll take you wherever you want to go. Just give her a call, contact her online, Facebook, email, whatever. Here's all the contact information, and tell her where you want to go. Visa stuff. We've been here many a times. Any kind of, if you just need an extension for 30 days, if you need a whole visa, a long stay visa, like a retirement visa or something, or maybe you need a driver's license or a marriage visa, anything like that to do with visa type services, go see Lana at Phalang Thai Visa, Soi 33, which runs between Soi Buakhao and 3rd Road. Not much on that Soi. It's kind of in a residential area, but Soi 33, and it'll take you right by Phalang Thai Visa. That's the one I use, and she used to work at immigration. She's a very trustworthy source for that. Okay, some other services you may have occasion to need, I almost hope not, but like hospital, medical type services. And unfortunately, I became quite aware of a lot of the different hospitals and medical services in town a while ago. The one that kind of stood out, the one I recommend people go to if you have some kind of ailment, you want to go see a doctor at a hospital or something, is the Bangkok Hospital in Jom Tien, actually. I went to the Bangkok Hospital in North Pattaya, where that's good too, but it just seemed like it was always very crowded. I would start at Jom Tien Hospital. It's a little bit newer, it was less crowded, and my experience there was a little bit better. And that's what all these are about, is the overall experience that I have at these different places, and I hope you have a good experience as well. Optometry. If you need glasses or want an eye exam or new prescription lenses, something like that, and I don't mean reading glasses, I mean something that has to be cut and ground, etc. The ones that I have used, is lots of questions for this as well, because this was actually recommended to me by a Thai resident who's lived here for 30 plus years and needs glasses, and it's Center Optical, Top Center Optical in Nak Lua. It's basically right across from the entrance to the big fish market on the other side of the road. And the sign is very hard to see. I actually have to zoom way in on the sign. It's on the door. It's an older looking building, but good service in there. And when we got glasses in there, we did save a significant amount from previous visits to other optometrists in malls, etc. So there is some price differential on that service here. Clothes, if you want some tailor-made clothes, of course, Lucky Tailor in the Night Bazaar, he's my guy. He also sells my shirts, but if you need anything in terms, you want suits made or anything, nice shirts or trousers, whatever, go see Mr. Lucky in the Night Bazaar. And if you've got to clean those clothes or just clean the clothes that you brought and you need a laundry, what I recommend for a laundry is one like where my friend works on Soi Buakhao. This is called Orange Laundry. And not just because my friend works there, but because they have dryers in there. And that's big. I don't like the laundries where you leave with a wet basket of clothes. I like to have the clothes dried, and they have the very high grade professional machines in there. Also, the way this is located, it's right on Soi Buakhao. There's a couple restaurants basically right across the street, a little place to get something to drink. There's a barber shop next door. You can multitask. You can drop your clothes in the machine and then go do some other stuff, just almost while you can keep your eye on the clothes right across the street or something like that. Say hi to On when you go in there. She can help you use the machines or whatever you don't understand, how to buy the soap or whatever. It's all in there for you, and that's the kind I recommend. That will do it for services. How about lodging? That's a big one. Now, there's so many lodging options, and I'm going to give you three. I just broke this down into three basic categories. Under 1,000 baht, we'll call budget
hotel between, say, 1,000, 2,000 baht, which would be like a mid-class hotel, and then above 2,000 baht, maybe from 2 to 5, 6,000 baht, a high-end type hotel. Now, those are the price ranges, but obviously the lower within those ranges, each one got a better score. And in the budget category, this is one that I've stayed at, at least a half dozen times, I would say. And they're still in business. I know somebody's staying there right now that raved about it, and I don't think the deal can be beat. It's called the Nakhon Siam Boutique Hotel. I know that's a mouthful, but Soi Bangkok, right across from the Center City residence condo. Only about, I think I timed it one time when I stayed there. I think it was an 8-minute walk to Soi Buakhao. So not too bad. It is on the other side of Third Road, but just only a little bit. But I'm showing you the Agoda just for the booking. I just did an example, used the 27th and 28th, which is next week. I think 450 baht or whatever it was. Very good deal for that room. They had balconies, nice beds. It's all new. There's a lift in there, nice lobby. There's a covered parking area. There's no pool or anything like that. But, for a budget hotel, this is probably about the best you're going to do for that money. And that's why it's my recommended choice in the budget category. Now, mid-class hotels, many, many nice mid-class hotels. The one I always recommend to people, because the location I don't think can be beat, is the LK Metropole. It's basically right behind LK Metro. There's even a little cut through where you can cut through right from that hotel and come right out on LK Metro. So you're right in the thick of all of the entertainment, right off Soi Buakhao, on Soi Diana. Very convenient, nice pool, very opulent surroundings. And I think they have maybe one of, if not the biggest penthouse in all of Pattaya on the top floor. I rented that one night during COVID. Huge, I think 160, 180 square meters, something like that. That'd be good for 2 couples or 2 families even, something like that. But the big assortment of rooms there. Some have kitchens, whatever you want. But just for this booking, a basic standard room, 1,500 baht, which is right in that price category of the mid-price, and I think you get a stellar location. In the high-end hotels, here again, you can go as high as the sky on these, but I think for trying to keep it in reason, but still a great place at a great location, would be Avani. Now, Avani used to be a Marriott. That should tell you something right there. Located on the whole property goes between 2nd Road and Beach Road. So you can enter and exit the property from either. It's attached to New Garden Plaza Mall, which is a nice air-conditioned mall with Sizzler, all kind of Western food offerings in there, fast food and all sorts. But it's nice to be attached right to the mall if you just want to grab a quick bite. Maybe it's pouring down rain outside. You can go right through the back door of the hotel, right into the mall, and shop and eat till your heart's content. The Taco Bell's in there. There's a Dunkin' Donuts on Beach Road. The pool is just fantastic. The whole pool grounds. The garden is beautiful. Big, mature, established trees in the garden. I've stayed there for this night that I did the example, 3,600, so just a shade over $100 US for a night at Avani. But very top grade service. Very nice room. My bed was soft. Had a nice balcony when I was there. We loved the pool, and I like the little entrance, the gateway that takes you right out to Beach Road, and also the little door that goes into the mall. So great location here again, and that would be my choice for a high-end hotel. So there you go.
So that will conclude part 2. Remember, part 1 all about food. I will try to make a playlist for these best of Pattaya episodes, so that way you can easily find these and refer back later. A lot of people claim that that's what they were going to do. I'll try to make that easier with a playlist. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the episode, and hope you enjoyed this little series of the best of Pattaya. Something else next time, but for this episode, I'm going to have to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.